Welcome to Sky's Intuition. I'm Sky, and it's time for a message, an intuitive energy message. We follow the energy, right? Divine, thank you for the light that you shine upon me. May it shine through me and be a shield of protection that protects me morning, noon, and night, coming and going, staying still, sleeping, eating, or awake. Thank you for consoling anybody who is in need at this time. And thank you once again for this message. The collective. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing okay. I've been getting like all kinds of downloads, but I really don't want to voice them because I really don't. I saw something last night, which was kind of quirky, weird in a weird kind of way. So let's see what that means. If it means anything. Heart health is the first card out. First card out is about the heart emotionally. Suicide magic is the second. Your love's like oxygen. You get too much, you get too high. Not enough and you're gonna die. Love gets you high. Somebody's suicide magic, and then we have a horse. The year of the horse in Chinese astrology, year 1930, 1942, 1954, 1966, 1978, 1990, 2002, 2014. Strong hero, talent, brave, independent, energetic, and enthusiastic. The horse is ninth sign of the Chinese. I'm sorry, seventh sign. What's wrong with my eyes today? I have my glasses on. I just realized. Yeah, that was easily remedied. Okay, now I'm better. Suicide magic quartz. What is going on here? Um, yeah, there was a shift here. Something shifted, or somebody wants you to curb your enthusiasm. I should make a card that says that. I think I shall, if I remember. I don't often remember. And then we have the 10th house of social status, career status, reputation, worldly success, prestige, and public image. So somebody's going to their image is shifting or their status, career. Your career could be shifting for the better. With the 10th, something's coming to an end. That's more to know. 10th house next to it. Motor vehicle, more to know about a car accident or somebody's car. And then we have grandfather. Could be a car, somebody's grandfather. Fifth house, creativity, pleasure, hobbies, romance, and love affairs. So the 10th to the 5th, somebody doesn't want to talk about it. All right. And this is ashamed because they're ashamed. Someone has to talk about something because they're ashamed. I don't want to assume that every reading is about, you know, the reading before it, if you know what I mean. I want to come to them fresh because I think um, a lot of cards are all about this one reading and not really for everybody. So I'm really going to try. The die is cast on this anyway to put more other types of cards in here. The die is cast, although different cards would come out too. Third house, neighbors, communication, learning, speaking, siblings, short travel. So somebody went some they went a short distance in a car, all alike. All the siblings are alike, all the neighbors are alike. They all speak the same language. Stereotype, bias, racist, typecast. What's the problem? They're all alike, so then what's the problem? Ooh, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. So if they're all alike, then what's the problem? Somebody's being asked, sticking up for you. Well, somebody should. I mean, for the most part, a lot of you got like a gangling of geese slandering your name. There's people against you all over the world because everybody in the world knows this story, right? And yet you're standing by yourself and saying, I will survive. So if somebody's sticking up for you. I'm always for the underdog. I am, because usually the underdog ain't got nothing to lose. They're going to tell the truth, you know? Releasing funds. Okay, releasing funds. Pure, innocent and pure. Maybe because something that you didn't have anything to do with. Why is this sticking up? Scam alert. Maybe somebody wants you to release your funds. All alike. What is this about all alike? Grandmother, pure. Right, Grandmama. Felony charges. Good Lord, somebody's grandmother getting felony charges? Immortal. So they ain't nah. I don't know. Immortal. It keeps saying immortal. Something won't die. And the scam alert. Somebody got a scam alert. They're not going to be famous. They wanted to be. They wanted to be. Oh, so badly. But I don't think it's going to work. See what the tarot cards have to say about this. I'm not really, this immortal thing kept coming out over the weekend. So maybe something about a motorcycle, motor vehicle. Why am I saying motorcycle? I meant to say motor vehicle. We'll find out, guys. Thank you so much, by the way, for watching my channel, watching my videos, letting me know if I've hit on anything in your world or in your energy field, put it that way. Um, it's good. It's good to let me know, and I appreciate you doing so. Also, too, as well, I just appreciate you more than you realize. Something about this Queen of Swords, she keeps popping up, same position, heart health, heart health. So did this Queen of Swords fall in love? Does this Queen of Swords have a heart attack or a heart condition? What's happening with this Queen of Swords heart? Okay, let's see. Suicide magic. Queen of Swords is now we're talking energy, not zodiac signs. Is the energy of air, truth, justice. Could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or have the attributes of that. Suicide magic. The devil. This is something toxic. Somebody maybe died of an addiction, suicide magic. So in some way or shape or form, they ended their own life because of their addiction with the suicide, or somebody wanted someone to. That's what it seems to, and someone changed their mind and they became independent. They became the horse. Any one of those years, you can look up the horse in the Chinese zodiac, or this Pisces traveled. Oh, there was a shift in this wheel of fortune. There's a shift in this fortune. Somebody's thinking, oh, were they trying to get you to commit suicide or someone to get a fortune here or to get somebody's destiny? 10th house, Five of Wands. Yeah, because they were fighting your public image, fighting your prestige, fighting your career status, your reputation. They wanted your friends. You ever meet those people, man? Like you introduce them to your friends, and then all of a sudden they're like ring, 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 and they're mentioning your name, your friends by name, telling you what's going on with them, and you're like, was I the odd man out when I was the one that introduced you? Yeah, that's one of these people. What do they call them? They're a sprawler. If you put them in a spot, they're going to sprawl. And I don't mean in a good way. I mean they take over the area. More to know. Eight of Cups. More to know about why you walked away. Okay? There's more to know about that. And motor vehicle, Prince of Swords. Somebody is learning something or finding out or spying at somebody's car. They want to know why you walked away. Isn't that a cool Wheel of Fortune card? I think it looks so cool. Okay. And there's something shifted with somebody's money here or their destiny here. Grandfather. The grandfather, somebody's being recognized as a grandfather, or they're triumphing in like a grandfather spirit. Like both of my grandfathers passed away, and my great grandfather is gone as well. I knew my great grandfather as my grandfather because my real grandfather passed away very early on. And my grandfather, my maternal grandfather, though, was a very wise man. I was around men that didn't really raise their voices very much. So when I got married and I heard a lot of that, rah, 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 oh my gosh, I couldn't, I could not. Six of Wands, though, somebody's grandfather is going to have a victory or wants to. In love with the or in a secret romance, the love affair. They're being recognized as being in a love affair with a high priestess or a love affair, and they're ashamed of a baby. They're ashamed of a pregnancy. Well, excuse us, this is the circle of life is drama, comedy, all of it, angst, everything. And in order for you to ascend, you have to ascend every one, not, oh, I'm ascended because today you did better. No, it's an everyday quest because every day you have to overcome some avarice that is attacking your better judgment. So this person doesn't want to be, they were recognized in a motor vehicle with a bait or with a new love, a secret lover, or they don't want to be something about this baby. The die is cast or Sagittarius, or look, there's nothing that can be done. This is one of the cards that I like because it's temperance on the ground. Because oftentimes the temperance card is an angel card, angelic, but the wings are red. And to me, that screams fallen angel because when the angel ascends or descends, if you like in Casael, they move so fast that they burn off their mantle, which is their protection and entrance into the other realm. So I often see that as a fallen angel card. I don't, that like watch your temper, um, you know, kind of thing. Watch what you ask for kind of thing. Third house is a fool, Aries energy. Somebody here is taking a leap of faith and speaking about something because the die is cast. So they're like, well, it's gonna whatever. Judge, yeah, that they judge somebody as being just like everybody else, right? So then what's the problem? The truth is the problem. The truth is that you're not like everybody else. Sticking up for you. Nine of Cups. Somebody wants to stick up for you. Somebody wants to help you get these funds released to you if you haven't met them yet. Someone around does want to help you. Releasing funds because of something they learned about why you walked away. Yeah. See, you had funds released. Somebody got funds released while you were looking somewhere else, or somebody received funds while you were paying attention to something else. Pure. The Hierophant was pure, who is like God. So I would say the name Michael might be significant to this person. They might have been married, but I don't think so. Grandmother, the Emperor. So this might be a grandmother and a grandfather. Have to do with a grandmother and a grandfather. Somebody didn't want you to notice that funds were being released. Felony charges for this Queen of Pentacles. There's no way around it. I've been telling you guys for the past almost a year. There's a Queen of Pentacles here that's up to no good. Not saying all earth sign feminines, but a lot of them. You see that? Suicide magic with this Queen of Pentacles, immortal, Five of Cups. They regret it because there's something in, you have some immortality about you. So that would lead me to think that it wasn't bodily that they were trying to commit suicide to you physically, because we all wear a meat suit that decays, expires eventually anyway, if not sooner. But it had something to do with how you were going to live life as an addict. This person may be an addict, but as an addict, addicted, toxic, a waste product kind of thing. I don't think it was about death or like an ending to your good name that they were fighting. They were trying to shift to them. Okay? This is somebody who is a King of Swords is going to soon announce a payment here. You see? He's announcing that a payment's going to be made. This is going to be broadcasted. I think, I don't know how to say it, but this King of Swords, I think, wants to position himself because, you know, this is a big story, I think. I think. And I think that somebody's career would just go through the roof if they were on the top of this pyramid of this crime. So you got to, there's all different ways to think about it. Everybody says, oh, well, maybe the official was a bad official. Maybe, could be. But they might also be holding back everything so that they can blow this case wide open and be like, you know, Hoover, J. Edgar Hoover. You don't know because this group is getting more and more spreading and being revealed. And if anybody who is a good authoritative figure following this, they would certainly see that cutting off a branch doesn't kill the tree, if you know what I mean. Okay, what's the Queen of Swords here? This Queen of Swords is in the family. Something about their heart health. Or you cared about this Queen of Swords at one time in the family. Somebody here did. But they paid the devil for some suicide magic. Somebody paid for some addiction. They're paying for some addiction or some deviant behavior, put it that way. Some attachment here. Heart health. This could be the Queen of Swords who paid for this heart health and the Queen of Pentacles who did it. That's what I'm feeling. Somebody to lose strength here with Leo in reverse and the Hangman. So this is somebody who's changing their mind about or becoming enlightened that somebody did not have the strength to do something. Wheel of Fortune, Page of Cups, a shift. Possibly didn't have somebody wants to shift something here by flirting with something, and this is s- getting somebody to change their mind because we have the hangman once, the hangman twice. Somebody's constantly trying to shift somebody's view, perception of them. More to know, the lovers, Eight of Cups. More to know about why somebody walked away from a Gemini, or they walked away from, it doesn't have to be a Gemini, but they walked away from a very loving situation. If it was so loving, why did this person walk away? Why did this person walk away from a twin flame? If you go that route, but twin flame union, somebody's finding out the truth about a motor vehicle there. Six of Wands. Grandfather is passed away. Grandfather is being recognized as passed on. Okay. The high priestess, fifth house, is healing. Something about the high priestess is healing. She's healing. Her creativity is healing. She's in meditative mode. Ace of Cups. This is somebody who possibly seven, they got paid for it to for a new love, or they loved getting the money. The love of money could be there because we have the Seven of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups, and ashamed. So somebody was in love with, this is, the money is the root of all evil. This person proved it because they didn't know how the energy of money worked. Energy is a currency. And we also have dead presidents on currency that are still working out their karma. I mean, this, we can go deep, deep, deep. We can do so, but you got to remember something. Everything has a past and everything has a future. And in the smallest molecular particle. So you really want to be careful. Temperature. Temperance here with the Dias cast. Somebody already did something. You can't take it back now. Magic. They already did the magic. They can't take it back now. There's the magician right there. They already did magic. Can't take it back. It's done. They were the fool. This could be, yeah, somebody's now burdened by their own magic. They were fooled, but it doesn't matter. They're burdened now with their own magic. Judgment. Yeah, the judgment. They judged you or something here, or the judgment is going to have you celebrating. This is Three of Cups, though. I always wonder, the number three is the celebration, reunion, reconciliation. So to me, someone here wants to come back because they feel like they're with a losing team and they want to come back to you and be a winner or something here, because they have no respect for individuality. They think women are all alike, men are all alike, this is all alike. They categorize people too much, and you are not. What's the problem? We won't get fooled again. This is somebody here who's telling you the truth. So if they tell you the truth, they think that you're just going to, like, be all about it. But you're like not. You're like, how long ago was this? And now you're coming around to it? No, 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 no. This is a group of people who are now sticking up for you. But they want, this is a release of funds. Releasing funds. Maybe they're sticking up for you getting this money. Yes, this victory. This victory. Somebody now is looking back. See this Two of Wands? This Two of Wands picture. This person is looking back at maybe I made a mistake going forward. Usually the Two of Wands, he's facing the other way. This is somebody who's facing back and this victory here. What is this Hierophant? Pure. Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is eyeballing you. Look, he's lined right up here with the Hierophant. Okay, so somebody here is trying to keep an eye on your purity or something. They want to mess it up. They want to mess it up. Why do they want to mess it up? Emperor, because you're innocent. Yeah, this emperor, this grandfather image was afraid of this grandmother. Ah! I can't believe I said that because we have grandfather right there who passed away. And then we have I'm sorry, grandfather here who passed away. And then we have grandmother here who took control, maybe that took control, and people are afraid of her. It's the grandmother that took control. Felony charges, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Felony charges. Okay. I hate when a water sign does something wrong. I do, but I ain't gonna lie. I mean, this is a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, and Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. So this is somebody getting felony charges. Five of Cups. This is regret. Somebody wants to come in and like tell you how much they want to hurry up and tell you that they regret that they did something here. There's felony charges coming. That's why. From something that waiting for a past. Somebody was waiting for money to come from something they did in the past. They set it up, something they set up here. They thought, like a CD. Like maybe they put your money in a CD. And in that 5-year time, they had to prove that there was something wrong with you. Right? Okay. Now the CD is maturing and they're afraid of you. I mean, it could be anything really, right? These people just seem like weird. I don't know. It's like they're always up to something. They can't just leave matters alone. Let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. Concern. See, people here, these are different. I think I've said this in a prior reading recently that a lot of these things that you're seeing are the people that were involved in trying to take you down that you never even met. You know what I mean? You don't really know them, but they were minions and flying monkeys for people that thought they did. Thought they did. What is this family here? This is the main male who had a family with a Queen of Swords, heart and health. They were happy. And then some sudden wealth. They paid for somebody to have suicide magic so they could be wealthy. This is a couple. Good Lord. So they could be wealthy for sudden wealth. Somebody in the family did not have the strength. They did not have the strength to become enlightened about what was going on or to do anything about, or they felt they couldn't do anything about it. They knew that you were being shystered, but they couldn't. They felt that they couldn't do anything about it. Somebody in bad health wanted to apologize and change and shift your future. They wanted to do good by you and give you a house. There it is. And people started fighting over this or competing to change people's mind, to change this person's mind about giving you this. More to know. An official person, somebody walked away from an official lover, from a person. I don't know that this person wears a uniform or not, but could be a Gemini, but they walked towards somebody who they felt was official that they didn't know that much about. And this is the truth. This person motor vehicle. The truth is coming out after somebody's finding out about somebody's family, how they got a car, something about a car, grandfather death, somebody in high honor. This grandfather was highly regarded. My grandfather was. Oh my gosh. My grandfather sat in a chair, like when we went to visit, he had a special chair he sat in, as most grandfathers do. And, the whole day went by. And then, like, after dinner, all the men would sit around my grandfather and he would tell stories about the war and he would tell stories about his travels and I don't know what men talk about, but they would like listen to his stories like they were like, you know, and he spoke very low. I was never around men who were shouters really growing up. Death. Yeah. See? So this is somebody who wants to put an end to your creativity because they're ashamed of themselves. Oh, they're ashamed that they got paid for some kind of love interest, or they're ashamed because they got paid. Period. They got paid to do something. They're ashamed of it. The magician here was working. The die is cast. Yeah. They can't take. See, the thing is that you can repel the magic, but once it's sent out, you can't take it. The person who projected it can't take it back. It's out in the air. You could repel it, you could shield from it, you could do all kinds of spiritual cleansing, whatever. There are things you could do about it. But the attack, whether it's futile or whether it's dead on, the attack, the intent has already been is out there. It can't be changed. Yeah, this is somebody who's burdened because now they felt like they were fooled. Maybe they did a lot for this sudden wealth. I don't know. Yeah, the sudden wealth journey, all alike. Somebody's judgment here. They went to see you or something, or maybe they did an investigation of these other people. I don't know. The Fool, main female. What's the problem? Ace of Swords. Now that somebody told the truth, they want to know. So what's the big deal? This person's nutty as a fruitcake. If they think that just by telling what happened that this is all going to wash away, it's just not that simple. I just said so. Okay, there's a group that are going to jail now, or they're now that they're sticking up for you, they're trying to avoid jail. They're trying to avoid jail now that they're sticking. They're like, oh, yeah. Somebody's recognized as being married. They need this money. Some money. Somebody's turning their back on this because now people know that they're married or that they got married, and this person was making believe they had money. Wealthy man in reverse. Adjudication. Somebody is afraid that you're going to go to court. You and this grandmother and grandfather are afraid they're going to go to court. And then we have poverty. Felony charges, poverty. For Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, possibly. Or this is I don't know. I see two women. And this person is in despair. Somebody's in despair because I think this is the Queen of Swords here. They were quick to grieve something that was to grieve your death, though you're immortal. They were like, oh, so this may have to do with a scam alert. They may have to do with a scam because they were quick to grieve your death. And we do have death on the board here. I want to, I do want to do this. This is interesting. You know what, guys? I'm going to do an extended over on Patreon. This is an interesting read. I'm really about this. Going to do a part two over on an extended over on Patreon for you guys. So hang in there and wait for part two, which will be later on. And I wish you all the best. But this really is quite an interesting story. I'm a water sign. And I'm a feminine, and I ain't done nothing to nobody. I don't have any reason to have felony charges. This could be an earth sign with water in their chart, or a water sign with earth in their chart, or this could be this person who is a copycat, either to an earth sign or a water sign. We don't know. They're losing money though. Whoever they are, they're losing money. And we do have grandparent people that are up in age, that are grandparents, that are afraid they're going to go to jail. That's also on this board. Meet me over on the other side, and I'll see you soon. Peace.